He opened, owned, operated, and sold an assisted living facility. It's Dr. Robert King, founder of Assisted Living University, with more than 1,000 students.
Now you're saying, you know what, hold up, I want to change to it. Hey, how you doing? Robert King, owner of Harmony Homes, a residential assisted living facility, and founder of ALU Assisted Living University. And in this module of the ALU online course, I'm moving into the own section, how to own your own residential assisted living facility. And now we're moving into the own section, ownership. How do you own one of these things? And so now check this out. When I first began, this system wasn't in place. I created this system out of frustration and so much research. And I know you've all been through that. Some of you going through that now. And that's why you bought this course. That's one of the first things you wanted to know. Am I going to be able to give you direction to get you started? So here's one of the key things that you have to get down is which business model is available for you. What can I open? What all that research you've been doing, I kind of synthesized it, brought it all together here so you can kind of see the 4 business models. So I call them the 4 business model. And today in this particular video, we're going to go through business model 1. Now, mind you, because I didn't have this course and I didn't have no directions, I literally opened up the wrong business model. So remember, I told you from the beginning, I'm going to teach you the bad, the good, and the ugly about owning a residential assisted living facility. So I opened up the wrong business model. I opened up business model 3. When in actuality, I wanted business model 4. So I'm excited to present to you the 4 business models. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be moving back and forth in front of the TV, in front of the presentation screen, and I'm doing a PowerPoint here, and I'll be moving to the side so you can see it. So let's start talking about it now. There's 4 business models that are available, and today we're going to talk about business model 1. We're going to discuss business model 1. So you can get an understanding of what it is you can do with this particular business model. Business model 1 is not a bad business model, not at all. You'll see for yourself, okay? So I have categorized them into 4 business models. Business model 1, 2, 3, and 4. And today, you're going to make a decision. My goal is that in this module, that the ownership section is that you make a decision on which business model you want to open. You got to. Before you can move on, nothing else really matters until you've made a decision on which business model you want to open, because then that determines what your next step is. What's the next domino in your process before you can move on? You got to be able to make a decision. All right. So let's get rocking and rolling, and let's talk about business model 1. Business model 1. Hey, get your paper, get your pen, start taking notes. Remember, I told you to go get you a 5-part notebook and start taking notes every time you get on in this course and start learning. Start taking you some notes. Keep them all in one area so you can go back and don't have to start researching. All right? Okay, that's enough of me scolding you now. Here we go. Check it out. Business model 1. Private assisted living home unlicensed. You see that word? Unlicensed. I got that Vanna White thing going on, right? Ooh, unlicensed. Private assisted living home, unlicensed. Got to get that in your spirit. Unlicensed. You can literally open up a private assisted living home, unlicensed. No license is required for business model 1. No license. You repeat after me. No license is required for business model 1, which is going to make it very attractive as we go on and learn more about it. All right. Here we go. 2 residence opportunity. Could be more. See, in my state, the state of Florida, they require you to have minimum 2 residents. They only let you have 2 residents in an unlicensed assisted living facility. You can turn your home into a residential ALF, and you can have 2 residents before you have to apply for a license. Your state might be different. I know Tennessee can have 3. Indiana, you can have up to 5. Yeah, 5. So every state is going to be different. You need to contact your state agency, the one that polices, licenses, regulates the assisted living industry. Contact them and find out how many residents can you have in your facility unlicensed. Okay, so I'm going to be training for training purposes. I'm going to stick to 2 because that's a minimum that we can have here in Florida. And in most cases, it goes up higher in different states. So I'm going to train with 2. So now think about that. No license required, 2 residence opportunity, 2 or more residents you can have in your facility before license. Now, you must live in a home. Let me make this very clear. You must live in the home. You cannot have a home that you live in and then go rent a home and put your residence and your caregiver in there. Not in this business model. You can do that in other business models, but not in this one. In business model 1, you must live in the home. And hear me clearly. Be in compliance. I know you don't have nobody coming to inspect your house. The fire marshal not coming. The health department not coming. The water department not coming. The state agency is not coming. That doesn't mean you're not supposed to do things right. Do things right. This is a very credible. Did I say that word right? This is a very credible industry, and you want to do things proper, decent, and in order, so nobody come and shut you down. Now let me slow down. Let me say this very clearly. Even though you are unlicensed, if you don't treat your people right, if you abuse and use them, they'll come shut you down. Let me make that very clear. Somebody gonna tell somebody who gonna tell somebody. Remember, you're dealing with human beings here. Some of them have family and friends, and if you don't take care of them, even though you're unlicensed, they will come and snatch them out of there. DCF. The local state agency, they'll take them out of there now. So don't be trying to run crazy and not care for your students, for your residents, but that's not you. I just wanted to warn you that you still have to be within some compliance and obviously love on and care for the people in your facility, right? But you must live there.
Are you ready to turn your passion for senior care into a thriving business? Introducing Assisted Living University, the premier course designed to guide you through every step of opening and operating your own successful assisted living facility. Join the team of more than 1,000 students who have transformed their dreams into reality. And if you already own an assisted living facility and want to maximize your occupancy, our Fill My House course is designed specifically for you. Dr. Robert King will share advanced techniques and proven strategies to attract and retain residents and fill your house. Let's create a brighter future for our senior community. Enroll in Assisted Living University and Fill My House today and become part of our growing network of successful assisted living entrepreneurs. Join now.
Does not require much renovation. The house that you're in now probably can hold 2 extra residents in there without you doing a lot of renovation. That's why this opportunity right here for Business Model 1 is an amazing opportunity. It's sort of like the gateway. You know, there's Business Model 2, 3, and 4, which are a lot bigger, which require licensing. So this is sort of like the gateway. It kind of gets you in, kind of gets you started. I have several students that have graduated from my course that they're going after Business Model 4, which you'll learn in this module. But in the process of going after Business Model 4, they open Business Model 1. This one right here, unlicensed. They have 2 residents in their facility. Most of them have 1 or 2 or more, depending on their state, in their facilities. Those residents are paying them. They're using some of that money to set aside to get the necessary license and changes and sprinkler system and all that for the Business Model 4 that they're going for. It's a very good strategy that I teach. And in this course, that's why you bought the course, because I'm teaching you that same strategy. Once you learn all these business models, then when I do my summary, you can look and see that, yeah, you could be going for Business Model 4, but you decided, let me open Business Model 1. You could be going for Business Model 3. You may decide that instead of getting 5 right now, let me just open Business Model 1, get a couple residents in, kind of learn this thing, kind of see how it works. That's a very good strategy that can start getting you money in pretty quickly. All right, can be started immediately. This business model, Business Model 1, can literally be started immediately. You can start this baby now, right now. You can get off the TV, get off the computer. You can run out there into the neighborhood and shout, yes, I have now opened up my own assisted living facility. Bring your mama. You can't start it now, but seriously, you can. You probably have some members in your church that probably need some help. You probably got some elderly in your local community that's still staying at home but don't need to be at home. It's unsafe. They're always falling, not taking their medication properly, not eating properly, and their health is decreasing. And you can be of service to them right in the community by opening up business model 1, learning the industry more, and then decide whether you want to go for another business model. All right, so anyway, so check it out. Let's look at the floor plan. Let's look and see how this could work for you in your home. Here's your typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. Split model floor plan simply means you have the master bedroom on one side of the house. In this case, on the east side of the house is the master bedroom. The other 2 bedrooms are on the west side of the house. And in the middle is your living room, dining room, kitchen. This is the living quarters where you actually live and have activities. And this is the hub of the house, so to speak, right? So you'll notice here on the master bedroom side, you literally can live over this side. Now remember, this is business model 1. Look at me. Where do you have to live in business model 1? In the house. So you and your husband, or you and your wife, or your family could live on this side of the house, here on the east side, and then in master bedroom 1. And in bedroom 2, you can have maybe your kid in that bedroom by themselves, if you have 1 child or 2 children. But then in bedroom 3, now you're talking about your moneymaker room. This is the room where you can have your residence. This is your residence room right here. So in this 3-bedroom, 2-bath house, you can have your house, your family living over here. This is the common area over here, and this is where your residents live. Now let's start filling up this house with some residents, right? You could have 2. Hey. First question, open book question, first quiz of the whole course. How many residents can you have in your unlicensed home in Florida? I had to stay in Florida because you may be able to have 5 or 6 where you are, but you can have 2. For this training purposes, let's talk about 2, right? So you got 2 residents and they're staying right here, right? You say, well, what bathroom they going to use? Well, they surely not coming way over here to use your bathroom. They're going to use this common bathroom right here and share it with whoever's staying in this room right here. You understand what I'm saying, right? And this is the actual hub of the house. This is where everybody gathered and they have lunch and dinner and do activities and all that kind of stuff. So I want you to notice something right here. East side of the house is where you and your family live, all still private. There's a door right here, private. You're still living here, right? West side of the house is your money maker. So under one roof, you now have 2 residents over here in this west side of the home that you're caring for, and you're making some money doing that, and that's a good business opportunity. Am I making sense to anybody up in here? All right, so now check this out. That's a typical 3-bedroom, 2-bath house. Don't know how many rooms you have in your home, but I'm just simply showing you how you can make this happen, y'all. Are y'all with me with this? I'm telling you, this is a sweet business model. Many of my students are already involved in this business model while they're working on the larger business models. So take a break, go have a Coke and a smile, or whatever you do to relax. God bless you. Look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.